In the age of steam and steel, when the world believed nothing was impossible, a ship was built to defy nature itself. She was vast, magnificent, and gleaming, a floating palace of glass and brass, where chandeliers danced above marble floors. Her name, Titanic. To her builders, she was the triumph of British industry. To her passengers, she was a promise of new beginnings, of adventure, of status, of safety. And to the world, she was something more, a symbol of human perfection. But history, as it often does, would whisper otherwise. For behind the polished brass and laughter of the grand decks, a secret was taking shape. Some say the ship that left Southampton that April morning was not Titanic at all, a chilling mystery that still drifts beneath the waves. This is the story of pride, deceit, and tragedy. The story of a ship the world thought it knew, yet perhaps never truly did. This is Titanic, the ship that never sank. It began as a dream of empire, a dream forged in steel, steam, and unshakable confidence. The early 1900s were an age of giants, nations rising, industries booming, and oceans shrinking under the power of invention. Britain stood at the center of this world, and its pride was its ships. In the bustling city of Belfast, Harland and Wolff shipbuilders worked day and night to bring that pride to life. From the slipways of Queen's Island rose not one ship, but three, the Olympic class, Olympic, Titanic, and Britannic. Their creation was the vision of a man, J. Bruce Ismay, chairman of the White Star Line. His mission was clear: to outshine the rival Cunard Line and its celebrated greyhounds, Lusitania and Mauretania. Yet Titanic was not built for speed, she was built for supremacy. Her beauty was her weapon, her luxury, her statement, a floating kingdom upon the Atlantic. 29 boilers, 3 colossal propellers, four majestic funnels, and inside, the finest luxuries known to man. From Turkish baths and electric elevators to a Parisian cafe, Titanic embodied the arrogance of an age that believed it had conquered nature. And yet, beneath the pride lay pressure, financial, industrial, and political. White Star Line's fortunes were tied to men of immense wealth and influence, among them J.P. Morgan. His International Mercantile Marine controlled the White Star Line, turning the Titanic into not just a marvel, but an investment that could not afford to fail. And so, as her keel touched water in May of 1911, the pride of an empire was launched, but so too, perhaps, was a plan that would sink it. April 10th, 1912. The day dawned calm and bright over Southampton. On the quayside, a crowd gathered to witness the beginning of a legend. The RMS Titanic, the pride of the White Star Line, stretched nearly 900 feet, a city upon the sea. Her hull gleamed like polished silver, her decks alive with excitement. Steam hissed from her funnels as families waved, photographers flashed, and porters hurried with luggage. It was a spectacle of wealth, hope, and ambition, a floating theater of humanity. In first class, the world's elite gathered. Astors, Strausses, Guggenheims, names written in the ink of fortune. In second and third class, hundreds of others carried dreams of America, of freedom, of a new life. By sunset, Titanic sailed past the Isle of Wight, bound for Cherbourg, then Queenstown, before crossing the vast Atlantic. No one on board could imagine that for many, this voyage would be their last. For the sea was calm, the skies were clear, and destiny waited in silence. April 14th, 1912. The North Atlantic lay calm as glass. The stars above shone brighter than they ever had. Not a wave broke the stillness, not a sound disturbed the night. Sailors called it perfect sailing weather. But perfection can be deceptive. All day, wireless operators had received warnings, messages from nearby ships, ice ahead, thick and drifting, yet Titanic pressed on at nearly full speed. In the wireless room, Jack Phillips and Harold Bride worked tirelessly.
Another ice report. They're thick out there.
Aye, and more coming in. I'll pass it to the bridge.
Sending passenger messages, the air buzzing with Morse code. Many of the warnings were set aside. At 11:40, Lookout Frederick Fleet peered through the cold from the crow's nest. Ahead, a faint gray shadow rose against the stars. He rang the bell 3 times and shouted into the telephone, "Iceberg right ahead!" Officer Murdoch ordered hard a starboard. Engines reversed, but the sea was too calm. No waves to break the glare. The great ship turned, but not enough. At 11:40 p.m., Titanic scraped along the iceberg, steel groaning like thunder, rivets snapping like gunfire. Beneath the surface, the Atlantic opened her wounds. 5 watertight compartments flooded within minutes. Designer Thomas Andrews knew the truth. The ship was doomed. She could float with 4 compartments breached, but not 5. As panic spread through the corridors, music played softly in the Grand Saloon. The ship's orchestra, led by Wallace Hartley, played to calm the passengers. They would play until the very end. And as the freezing wind cut through the night, the unsinkable ship began her slow descent into the silence of eternity. In the century that followed the disaster, history told a simple story: a ship, an iceberg, and a night of tragedy. But deeper in the archives, another story began to whisper. A story of secrets, of warnings ignored, of fires burning long before the iceberg ever appeared. Weeks before the voyage, a coal fire raged deep within Titanic's bunker number 6. The flames burned unseen behind the ship's gleaming hull as she prepared to sail. Coal fires on steamships were not uncommon, but this one was different. It was said to have burned for days, reaching temperatures that could weaken steel plates. Some experts believe the ship was launched despite the fire, that the company feared delay more than danger, and that the fire's damage lay hidden beneath the paint. When the iceberg struck, it may have done so exactly where the fire had burned hottest, a perfect storm of negligence and pride. Then came the strange wireless messages.
Thick out there.
Ships nearby reporting ice, their warnings unanswered. Some suggest Titanic's radio operators were under orders to ignore the danger and keep moving. Others claim the captain, Edward Smith, knew of the fire and that this was to be his final voyage before retirement. He was said to be unusually quiet that night, as though he knew what was coming. Whether coincidence or conspiracy, the questions linger. Was Titanic doomed by nature or by man? Or perhaps by both? Among all the theories surrounding the Titanic, one stands apart, both incredible and impossible to ignore. It is known simply as the switch theory. The story begins a year before Titanic ever set sail, with her older sister ship, the RMS Olympic. Olympic was nearly identical to Titanic, the same length, the same design, built side by side in Belfast. But in September 1911, disaster struck. While leaving port, Olympic collided with a British warship, HMS Hawke. Her hull was torn open, her keel twisted, her propeller shaft severely damaged. The repairs were costly, millions of pounds, and White Star Line's insurance would not cover the loss, claiming the company itself was at fault. It was a devastating blow. But soon after, whispers began that a plan was formed within the company's highest circles.
She sails under a new name. Our ledgers survive, and the public sees perfection.
The claim is simple, yet staggering, that the damaged Olympic was secretly refitted, renamed, and sent out under Titanic's name. The true Titanic, still brand new, may have taken Olympic's place, remaining docked as a repaired decoy. And the ship that sailed into the Atlantic in April 1912 was never meant to return. Supporters of the theory point to small details, a different number of portholes, variations in the promenade deck, even the lettering on the hull, rumored to have been altered beneath layers of paint. They ask, why were so many last-minute ticket cancellations made by senior company officials? Why did J.P. Morgan himself, owner of White Star Line, cancel his trip just hours before departure? The theory claims the Titanic was deliberately sacrificed, a slow, controlled sinking to claim insurance, with nearby rescue ships arranged to save those on board. But something went terribly wrong. The rescue never came, the ship sank faster than anyone imagined, and the world mourned a lie. Historians dismiss the theory, citing serial numbers on the wreck that match Titanic's blueprints. Yet even now, the legend refuses to die. For as long as the ship sleeps beneath the Atlantic, she keeps her secrets close, and truth just out of reach. 73 years after she vanished into the cold Atlantic, a new chapter began. In September 1985, oceanographer Dr. Robert Ballard and his team discovered the wreck of Titanic, resting 2.5 miles beneath the waves. Her bow lay silent, half buried in the mud, her once golden railings now draped in ghostly rust. The chandeliers were gone, the laughter was gone, only silence remained. As the cameras drifted through the darkness, they captured haunting images: a child's shoe, a teacup, a clock frozen at the hour of despair. Each relic told a story of dreams pursued, of love lost, of human arrogance meeting nature's quiet power. The mystery of what truly happened may never be fully known. Was it greed? Was it pride? Or was it simply fate? Perhaps it was all three. What is certain is what Titanic became. Not just a tragedy, but a mirror reflecting who we are. Brilliant, ambitious, fragile. Beneath 2 miles of darkness, the ship still sleeps. Her lights long extinguished, her name still visible on the bow. Titanic. A name carved not just into steel, but into memory itself. And somewhere beyond the silence of the sea, truth still drifts, waiting to be found. This has been Titanic, the ship that never sank.